So if you guys are watching today's video, you're probably wondering what I was when I first started watch collecting. And that's, what's the deal with Jomashop? And what the hell is the gray market? Well, let's start off by saying the name, the gray market. It kind of sounds sketchy, but it really isn't. And there's absolutely nothing illegal about it. So when you want to buy a new watch, you can buy it one of three ways. Let's say you want an Omega Speedmaster Professional Gray Side of the Moon. You could go to an Omega boutique store and pick it up there. Or you could go to a jeweler who was selected by Omega to be an authorized dealer. If you go straight to the Omega boutique though, you're going to be paying full retail price for this watch, $12,000. That's where you're going to have the lowest chance of getting a discount. At an authorized dealer, you're going to be paying full retail for this watch as well, if the watch is in high demand. If the watch isn't in that high demand, then you might get a little bit of a discount, but nothing crazy. You're going to be paying close to list price for this piece. The watch is going to come with a factory warranty, the box it's meant to be with, and a receipt that shows the watch has been sold from that authorized dealer or the boutique to you. It's a paper trail for the watch. Think of like a Carfax before your watch. The warranty is important because if something on the watch breaks, this watch costs 12 grand. You're going to want to get it fixed. If it's a mechanical problem with like the movement, it's going to be covered if it's a defect. If you throw the watch down a flight of stairs or something like that, you're going to be on your own. The box and papers could be important because if you were to sell this watch, you'd be able to ask a higher asking price for it than if you didn't have these items. So that's the white market. It's the most straightforward way to get your hands on this Omega Speedmaster Gray Side of the Moon. The polar opposite of this would be the black market. If you know some guy who works at UPS factory and he snags some Omega boxes off the delivery truck and he's selling stolen watches, guys. The black market's just straight up stolen watches. Or let's say you come across on the Facebook marketplace or Craigslist, something like that. Somebody has this watch brand new for a ridiculously low price. If that's the case, my first bet is that the watch is fake. Don't buy it. But if it's not fake, it's going to be stolen. I don't recommend going this route. This watch is going to be in grand theft territory. And if Omega finds out the watch is stolen, there's no way your watch is going to be able to get serviced in the future. So just stay away from this. So what's the gray market? It's kind of an in-between, but not really. Again, there's nothing illegal about it. The most well-known gray market website by far is Jomashop.com. And you've probably heard of it if you clicked on the video. But if you buy a watch off Amazon.com, it's also going to be considered the gray market. Jomashop and other gray market watch dealers sell 100% legitimate watches that may or may not come with the original box, but there aren't going to be any papers included and no factory warranty. Omega did not give Jomashop permission to sell their watches the same way that they gave the authorized dealer permission. But with that said, if you look right now on Jomashop.com, you can find this watch, the Omega Gray Side of the Moon, listed for sale. Think of stores like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. You can go and find yourself a cheap, never worn pair of designer jeans, let's say True Religion. But if your zipper pops off, you can't take them back to the True Religion store. You're going to have to sort it out with Marshall's where you bought it. It's kind of like that. And I don't have a Costco membership, but apparently you can find Omega watches there from time to time, and that's going to be considered the gray market too. Now this is a little scary when you're spending a lot of money. I don't know what a lot of money is going to be for everyone. That's, a different price. But no matter what, you never want to lose money, no matter how big or small the amount. On Jomashop.com, you can spend $50 on a watch, or you can spend $1 million. So you might be asking yourself, why would anyone risk spending $12,000 on this watch when you have no factory warranty? Well, that's because you're not spending $12,000. Jomashop has this watch listed for just under $8,000. I've actually seen a yellow gold Speedmaster with a $22,000 list price on sale on Jomashop for $8,000. but we'll just stick with the gray side of the moon for now. So 8K from 12K, that's a difference of $4,000. And for a lot of people, that's going to be worth the risk. From personal experience, I can tell you guys, everything I've ever purchased from Jomashop has been in mint condition and it's never had any issues. I've never bought a real high price timepiece from them though. Everything I've bought on Jomashop has been under $1,000. Jomashop does offer their own warranty, but again, I can't really say too much for or against that because I've never had any issues and I've never had to use it. You guys might read some horror stories online, but for the most part, all the Jomashop reviews on the warranty have been positive. And most of the time when you read a bad review online, it's because not a lot of people take the time to write a review if they've had a good experience. But they sure will take the time to write a bad one if they're pissed off. You guys might be asking, how does Jomashop even get their watches? Well, most of the time, it's from authorized dealers. Authorized dealers have to clear out old inventory to make space for more inventory. If they have to make room, they'll sell it to the gray market, sites like Jomashop, to make that room. But if Omega found out that they sold this watch to Jomashop, they're going to cut them off. And that's why the paper trail has been wiped out. But with that said, sometimes the brands themselves, like Omega or Rolex, will sell inventory to the gray market, although they aren't going to admit it either. The other way gray markets can get their watches is by buying out a jeweler who's going out of business on a closeout sale. There are a lot of views on the gray market, but personally, I think it's more of a good thing because it makes watches more affordable for regular people. But at the same time, it devalues these watches and the companies are going to lose money. I think there's a fine line between wanting these watches to remain expensive, to keep them desirable, and letting the watchmakers know that we don't want to pay 12 grand for a watch when we can buy it online for 8. I personally cannot justify spending a significant amount of money when I don't have to. And that's just not for watches, that's for everything. If I'm in the market for a new hat and 2 stores at the mall have it, one for $35 and one for $100, you can guess where I'll be buying that hat. Why would I spend more money for the same item when I don't have to? I think it's just the more logical decision most of the time. And if worse comes to worse, let's say your watch breaks, which it probably won't, but it does, you send it into Jomashop because they have a warranty. If it turns out that warranty is not good, which it might not be, it probably is, but again, I have no experience, you could just send this watch in for a complete overhaul service at Omega for around $500, definitely under $1,000, and you're still going to be ahead way more money than if you bought this watch at retail. Not all watches are going to be discounted on the gray market though. For example, a Rolex Submariner is going to cost at least the same, but probably more expensive than one at retail because of how desirable this watch is and they're hard to get. If there's no discount 100%, you have more to gain by going to an authorized dealer. Okay guys, so let's recap. If you guys want to buy from Jomashop.com, here's a couple of things to consider. We're going to start off with the cons. 1, you're not getting papers. Personally, I don't care about papers. You're not wearing the papers on your wrist, and since you're saving money on the initial purchase, you're not going to lose money on the resale. Yeah, you won't be able to sell it as much as you could sell it if you had the original papers, but you didn't pay the cost of getting it with the papers in the first place. So you can still put yourself in a good position. You just got to find out what this watch sells for without the papers before you buy it. 2, you're not getting that factory warranty, although Jomashop does provide one of their own. Again, no personal experience with the Jomashop warranty. 3, the experience is going to be different. This is what I think the biggest con is. I like online shopping. I like getting shipments to my house. It's convenient, it's fast, it's fun to open them up, but it's just not the same as walking into an Omega boutique, picking your watch out from the case, trying it on, getting it sized, maybe having a little champagne and walking out the store with that new watch on your wrist. That's a fun experience, and that's really important to some people. Sometimes you even get a little extra swag, like an Omega hat, some stickers for your car, something like that. Now, while that's a fun experience, does that experience cost $4,000? I don't know. For $4,000, you can get an all-inclusive trip to Cancun for 2 people, and you can wear your new Omega there that you got off Jomashop. That's a pretty fun experience too, if you ask me. Now let's go over the pros. 1, you're saving money. Sometimes a very significant amount of money. If we bought the Gray Side of the Moon for $8,000, we could save enough money to also buy an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra off of Jomashop, and you'd still come in under $12,000. So you're getting 2 watches for the price of the one that you would have paid. 2 really good watches, might I add. I love both of these pieces. 2, you're getting a warranty. It's not the warranty, but Jomashop's not due to this. They've been around for a while, and that's for a reason, guys. Like I said, I've never spent over $1,000 on Jomashop, but I would. I'd be more nervous spending it on some other gray market sites, even Amazon.com. Once I ordered a pair of Adidas from Amazon in the past, and they ended up being fake. I returned them no problem, but still, it was a hassle. 3rd pro, guys. Jomashop has a huge selection of watches, so a lot of the time you can find older timepieces, limited edition, discontinued models. There's just a lot to look in, and you can also find hard to find watches that you're not going to be able to find at a brick and mortar store on Jomashop.com. And I want to add in a 4th pro, because at the end of the day, it's just a lot easier to get online and have this watch shipped to your door than going out in person. That's a con, missing out on that experience, like I said, of buying it in person. But for some people, they're going to love this. One of my biggest pet peeves, I hate negotiating. And if you just don't have the mental energy to deal with a watch salesman, you're not going to have to if you get it on Jomashop.com. A lot of the time, the watch dealers I've met have been super nice, genuine, they're good people. But some can definitely be stuck up or passive aggressive. I guess that's what happens when you're selling luxury watches versus $10, $20, $50, $100,000. There's definitely going to be some snobbery involved. Let me know what you guys think about the gray market in the comments below. Jomashop in particular. I read all of my comments, so I really want to know what watch deals you guys have been able to pick up, or if anyone's had bad experiences. I want to know too. If you guys like this video, and even if you guys didn't like this video, please subscribe to the channel. The more this channel grows, the more watches I can review, the more content I can make. I can start having giveaways for you guys. It will be really exciting, and you guys won't want to miss out on it. It makes a giant difference subscribing to the channel, so I truly appreciate it, guys. What I'll do for you guys too in the future is, I'm not quite sure when or what my next purchase from Jomashop will be. But whatever it is, whenever it is, I want to make a video so I can do the unboxing. That way you guys can see exactly what you get when you order from Jomashop. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video.